I was almost guaranteed that I was going to land on the wrong chord there. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to, at last, the third and final installment of How to Shred for Beginners. If you're not familiar with the series, there's two other parts to this one. Like I said, this is part 3. You can check that out down below. I have links for it. Maybe I can put annotations and stuff like that. But if you're not familiar with the little series, basically it's not for beginners as far as if you've never played guitar before. It is for people who have established technique, established practice routines, stuff like that, and who are wanting to kind of venture into a little bit of that shred stuff. So this one's going to be the most advanced one. If it's a little bit too much for you, go back and check out part 1. If you've kind of like stair-stepped this thing into this is going to be the most difficult part. Rather than that, if you want tabs, those are available on my website. I got links for all that stuff down below for you. I also have lesson packs that you can purchase from my website on picking and legato, all that stuff. But I'm done blabbing. You guys heard it all. Let's go ahead and get started with How to Shred for Beginners, part number 3. Okay, so here's example number 1. Before we were kind of sequencing the scale, now we're going to be moving it through multiple shapes. So it's going to go like this. So let's break this down a little bit. So I'm starting in E Aeolian. I'm kind of moving through the scale, but I'm kind of passing through multiple mode shapes. We're not going to worry so much about that right now. We're going like this: 12, 14, 15 on the low E string and the A. All alternate picked. Sorry, there is delay on. I can't turn it off right now. Now we're going to shift up here and we're going to stay on the A string, but you're going to play 14, 15, 17 on the A. You're going to go to the D string and you're going to play 14, 16, 17. Make sure you're using them pinkies. Okay. Now we're going to stay on the D string here and shift up, and you're going to go 16, 17, 19. Okay, then you go down on the G, you're going to go 16, 17, 19. So, okay, so we have that much of it. From there, you go to the B string, and you're going to go 17, 19, 20. And you go to the high string, 17, 19, 20. And then you're going to go 19, 20, 22. Initially, I went up a step higher because I had 24 frets, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to be a jerk. I always hated when people used the 24th fret, and I only had 22 fret guitars. And I'm just bending up to that E note. So all together slow would go like this. Alright, so we're going to, again, kind of expand off of another one we had. Now, before we were sticking to this pentatonic scale, and we talked about maybe moving it around or something like that on the strings. We're actually moving across the strings this time, and we're going to use a different shape. Now, we're going to do this little G major arpeggio, and we're going to move it down in octaves, and octaves are so useful and so powerful. So this is our lick. Then we're going to keep moving it down. Down again. So what is happening exactly? So we're starting right here on 10th fret on the high string. I'm going 10, pull off the 7. Okay, and I'm going to go to the B string. And I'm going to go 8, pull off 7, hammer on 8 on the B. And actually I go pick, pick, hammer. Sorry, pick, pull off, pick, pick, hammer. And I go back to that 7, and I do the same sequence again, but I'm going to go 8, pull off 7 on the high. So you have... This is a kind of, I'm going to say hybrid picking. I don't mean hybrid picking as in like using your fingers. I mean this combination of some hammer-ons and pull-offs with your picking. So it's, you're just combining both worlds together. And you get this kind of like, a little bit of a different sound than all picked or all legato, stuff like that. Now when we do that, we're going to move it down an octave, and it's the exact same thing, but our frets are changing. And it's a little bit, wider of a stretch, obviously. So we're going to go 7 to 4 on the G, 5 to 4 on the D, then you go back to that, and then you're going to go to 5 on the G. So, and there's that one, and then the same thing, just octave lower again. Now this is going to work, like I said, nice over a G. It's not quite a G major, but again, we're not focusing on that right now. So we're going to go 5, pull off the 2, and then you go to the low E string, and it's 3, 2, 3, back to 2, and you go to 3 on the A. And all together you have this really nice sounding lick. Now you can make it minor if you wanted to, just take your major third, make it a minor third, Okay, but for now we're just gonna do the major. Alright, and the third and final one, as promised, I said I would incorporate an arpeggio in this one, and I shall do so. Now I'm going to give you a diminished arpeggio, and it's because this one is very easily moved around, and it's very like Yngwie-ish. So when you talk about shred, you know, who do you think of? You think of Yngwie. And there's all kinds of shred people, but I think of Yngwie. And this one's going to go like this. So what's going on here? Well, the first thing is I want you guys to try to use your pointer, ring, and pinky finger for this one. And you can also use these three. But for now, I really want you to try to use these three. So with this one, what we can do is you can move it up or down 3 frets at a time. Now I'm doing quite a bit of muting on this one from my right hand. If you listen to those strings, they're not all open. You hear they start kind of like getting those overtones ringing out. I mute it a little bit with my right hand. Really cleans it up. So definitely think about incorporating that. But what I'm doing here is I'm going 8, pull off 5 on the high string. Then I go to 7 on the G, or 7 on the B, sorry. Then I go to the G, and I'm going to go 8, pull off 5. So. Now from there, actually when I go to that G, I pick 8, and I also pick 5. I hammer back onto 8. Sorry about that. Then I go to 7 on the B, which is a down. And then 5 on the high string. That's an up. So I start on a down because I start off with a pull off. So I go down, up, up, down, hammer, down, up. So yeah, I started kind of weird, but like that pull off gives you that extra time. And eventually my picking gets flipped around to where I am on an up. Like I said, I can move it up 3 frets. And now I would just kind of move that one all over the place, up and down the fretboard. Like I said, try to use your pinky and ring finger combination. Lots of cool combinations. That you can get out of that one. Okay guys, that is it. You don't have to listen to me go on and on and on and on and on anymore. Is that a song? On and on. Anyways, like I said, make sure you guys grab those tabs. Check out the lesson packs on my website. I also offer Skype lessons, all that stuff. I have a new lesson pack coming out here very, very soon. I know I keep saying that, but I promise you it's going to be the ultimate speed builder. And that'll be on its way. But other than that, I'm going to see you all next time. Check out the next video. Subscribe. All that stuff. Peace out, homies. And of course, high five. Woo!